is Stephen Gushumba. He's a part of the Crossroads family, but let's give him a big Crossroads welcome as he comes shares the Word of God. Stephen, good to have you here, brother.
But we want to look through the pages of the Word of God. How does God handle problems? He has to have an answer, or else he's not God. Some of you have been born again for many years that you don't know whether you're still born again or not. You need to rejuvenate, reignite your passion, find your purpose in life, know who you are. You cannot give up on the Lord. Where are you going to go? Where are you going to go? The greatest lesson one can ever learn from an overwhelming problem is this: trusting the Lord. You may be thinking hopeless, but that does not mean that there is no hope. No, that's a big lie. If you think that there is no hope, that is a lie from the pit of hell. Because hope is there. Having a problem and handling a problem are two different things. Let me tell you something. There are two things that will always rob you your joy for today. Two things. The regrets of the past and the fears of the future.
Against all odds, Hope for Every Heart Ministries founder, Stephen Gushumba, responded to God's call, heard the cry of his native people, and has risen to be a voice from Africa that brings encouragement, faith, and hope to anyone facing any situation. Born in the deep jungles of Uganda, Stephen lived a nomadic lifestyle wandering between villages with his parents and 13 brothers and sisters. Growing up from a very tough background, confronting and escaping death many times, he tells countless stories which are not only interesting to hear, but incredibly encouraging and uplifting to anyone of any age, young and old. And in all the things he went through, Stephen is thankful to the Lord and faithfully acknowledges God's hand through it all. Some things Stephen experienced as a child in Africa are difficult to comprehend for anyone born and raised in privileged countries such as the United States. For example, Stephen, who is 43 years old now, did not know his date of birth and never experienced a birthday celebration. In fact, for traveling and paperwork purposes, he had to generate his own birth date as a 30-year-old man. Other experiences include wearing his first pair of shoes at 18, walking 10 miles a day to take himself to school at age 12, and sharing food on one plate between him and his 7 hungry brothers, many times going without eating because there was no food left.
When we used to go to eat, well, we used to, like my mom would put a lot of food and put it on one big plate. The plate, we used to call it rusania. Rusania means a very big plate. And so she used to put the food there and she tells us to go. It's like blowing a whistle. Whoever eats quickly is the one who had enough.
Stephen strongly believes that all things work together for good and views his painful background as his ministry. As a follower of Christ and a servant to the Lord, Stephen boldly shares his life experiences and how Jesus is the reason he is still alive today. Stephen is a dynamic preacher who shares the Word of God with practical and relevant examples of life issues. In ministry for 22 years, Stephen has traveled the world, spreading the gospel of Christ through his life stories. He has appeared and spoken to numerous groups, churches and church leaders, institutions and government authorities. He has appeared and spoken to numerous groups, churches, church leaders, institutions, and government authorities. When you hear him speak, you will laugh, you will be challenged and uplifted. But above all, you will be encouraged to want to know and follow Jesus, regardless of how difficult life can be. To find out more about Stephen, or to book him to tell his story or speak to a group, congregation, institution, or children, please call 419-405-6554, or you can visit our website at www.hopeforeveryheart.org. Thank you, and God bless you.